And I was trying to not make the mistakes I did with Ken.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not Ken.
Not at all.
Not
Way
at all.
better in every aspect.
And so,
in my humble opinion, he's listening.
He's probably listening to every word.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Lady Flo. YouTube creators, you realize that Gypsy thinks that you're clinging to her every word. And unfortunately, you proved her right. You see, she pulled the circus, the shenanigans of the baby and the shower by beginning it with a pow. The court hearing document, which anyone who understands law knows that in a divorce, there could be hundreds of hearings. Hundreds. That means nothing. Then she has a fake baby shower at a venue, staged operation, where they have a venue that donates to people with intellectual disabilities, aka Nicholas Godejohn, trying to cover all her tracks. Well, unfortunately, creators fell for the fact that there were rumors of Ken and Gypsy broken up. Then a dog went missing for an hour. And talking of dogs, do y'all know what Kristy named her dog? Well, she named her dog Aurora because, of course, that's appropriate, knowing that your ex's wife died in Aurora, Missouri, and your stepdaughter was the reason. I'm sure she named her dog before Dee passed away, not after, because that would be so effed up. Now, you have Gypsy believing that creators are clinging to her every word. So she throws a huge shenanigan, a circus, throwing the court document out there, then a fake baby shower. Trying to be Kim K, wannabe, doing staged events. But the difference is the Kardashians had real parties. Yes, they were staged, and yes, there were a film crew, but they were having fun. Gypsy's really boring to watch. I mean, did you see them at the baby shower just sitting there? Does she even have any real girlfriends? Well, let me focus on the real story, because we all know that the dog was found an hour later. We all know that Ken and Gypsy are still together, and he's not breaking up with her anytime soon. At least not really, unless they have a fake relationship. Because they have a connection on those arm tattoos. When Ken speaks about those arm tattoos and the connection, his face lights up. When they talk about their arm tattoo and the connection, he lights up, and so does Kristy when she talks about her filmmaking ability. I wonder what film she's creating. Well, Gypsy created a circus and shenanigans, and YouTube creators covered it. Y'all, you're not even on her payroll. But she somehow manipulated YouTube creators to say, cover the story I give you, cover it immediately, cover it in every detail. And she did it without paying anyone a dime. That's how Gypsy manipulated Lifetime, TMZ, and every other journalist out there. So I didn't cover any of it. Let's talk about the real story. The real story is they named their daughter Aurora. And Gypsy and Ken picked the name more than 7 years ago. Beginning of their relationship, sending each other letters. They decided that if they ever had a baby girl, they would have their name Aurora. Now, obviously, when they picked this name, the news were covering that Dee died in Aurora. So Ken knew this. And it was all over the news and all over the TV at the time, but he still picked the name Aurora. That says a lot about Ken. And Ryan, getting all gushy on videos, acting like he's going to take Gypsy back, knowing that she's referring to Ruby, knowing who she is and loving her anyway. Gypsy picked the name Aurora. Now let's imagine that if her daughter really is born and this person grows up and realizes they've been named Aurora, where their grandma was unalived by their mom. And then they realize their name is also their stepmom's dog. Aurora, yeah, put that together. That's going to be real good for their self-esteem. Good job. So let me go ahead and play the clip of Gypsy and Ken telling their love affair and how they spontaneously came up with the name Aurora. It's laughable. And the response of the journalist made me sick. I don't think they had any idea I don't think they knew that Dee died in Aurora. But when they find this video out, it's going to be so cringe and they're going to want to throw up. All right, let's watch.
One of the names that we love and have potentially chosen is Aurora. And
beautiful.
Love that name.
It's a beautiful name. That was something that we like had talked about like way back, 6-7 years ago when we first met, about like potential son daughter names. Like, what do you like? And Aurora was one that we both mutually connected over. But that's also Kristy's dog's name. So
Well, Chip laughed pretty loud on that one. Probably the loudest she laughed in the whole interview, laughing about how her daughter's name is the name of Kristy's dog. What's so funny about that? Chip. It's embarrassing. It's cringe. It's more cringe than baby reindeer.